Who was the greatest athlete you have ever competed against? I was on the football team at a small high school in Northeast Ohio. When I was a sophomore, our team made the playoffs and in the first round got matched against a school from another division. The school was bigger and the team were monsters, complete with a wide receiver who was a head taller than everyone else and moved you like you'd never seen. They absolutely wiped the floor with us. The year was 2001. The school was St. Vincent St. Mary. The player was LeBron James. Used to box, and we had the EU champion visiting our gym. I wanted to spar a bit with him, but he said it wouldn't be fair, bring a friend. So we go in the ring with this guy, me and another guy both quite a lot bigger than him. There was just no way of hitting that face. Every single time either one of us tried, that jaw just moved 0.5 cm, enough to deflect it. And when he punched back, I could feel it in my spine. 1 minute and 10 seconds, we were both worn out. He didn't even break a sweat. I'm a fairly fit mountain bike rider. Like a few king of the mountains and lots of top 10s. I had a 50 km race. My time 3 hours. Local Elite 1 HR 50 mins. My average speed was around 16 km/h, a respectable speed. His 26 km/h insanity. 12 months later I watched an international junior wipe the floor with him. There's always someone quicker. Greg from high school, he's dead now. I ran a marathon against Mary Caitney, and I don't want to brag, but I ran for more than twice as long as she did. When I was a senior in high school, we were playing a playoff football game. The opponent had a quarterback that could turn on a dime and pick the perfect angle and outrun everybody. We got killed. Michael Crabtree. I was a competitive swimmer in my teenage years, not a particularly good one, I might add. I was once competing in a small town swim tournament where I finished in the middle of pack in an event, when suddenly there was an announcement over the speakers that we had a new world record. I was really confused, because this was a swim tournament for local teens, nowhere near the Olympics or anything. But then I looked at the guy next to me who was cheering wildly. He only had one arm and had set a world record for disabled swimmers. And yes, he finished before me, so I was beaten by a one-arm swimmer, but at least he was the fastest one-arm swimmer in the world. In college I played baseball. We went to play the USC Trojans. Randy Johnson was pitching. Mark McGuire was playing first base. Jack Del Rio was their catcher. Yes, it was a long day. Dude from Paul Kai scored 4 touchdowns in the championship game. I think Bundy was his name. I threw a practice hole of disc golf with Paul McBeth. James Milner used to play 5A side with him in Leeds. UFC fighter Neil Magny trained at my BJJ gym. I caught him in a sneaky gi choke. He then wiped the floor with me. Professional fighters are on another level than a middle-aged dad-bod hobbyist grappler. He's a good dude though, and thanked me for showing him a choke he hadn't seen yet. A basketball player by the name of T.R. Dunn. I played against him in HS. He played basketball for Alabama and then went on to play for the Portland Trail Blazers. As a kid I used to do judo. I fought against a kid who went on to be picked for British judo team. We drew that fight on points, but he got the decision. Went up to shake hands and he said I deserved that. I was well chuffed. In high school we had a controlled scrimmage against Dan Marino's team. I tackled him once. Left tackle missed his block. Doug Flutie. My high school soccer team decided to join a local league for the winter at an indoor facility. The facility was owned by John Smith, former Patriots kicker. Our first game, the other team didn't show, so a bunch of people hanging out at the facility jumped on the field for a pickup game. This one dude is just carving up the field. Someone says to me, "Dude, you know who that is? It's Doug Flutie." This was during his Canadian football days. Guy was a freak athlete even on a soccer field. I am from Cancun and got humiliated by Carlos Vela, soccer player LAFC, and his brother Alejandro Cruz Azul several times. Uncle Rico. Guy could throw a pigskin a quarter mile over them mountains. I was in gym running laps with a future Olympic runner. I completed fewer laps. I played pickup basketball in college, sometimes on the same courts as Jason Williams a few times. His passes had so much damn zip on them, it was like they were on a rope. I have never seen so many people hit in the chest or face with the basketball because white chocolate passes were so good. His own team wouldn't see the ball coming at them. Really amazing to witness. If you've ever seen up close an NFL level quarterback throw, his passes had the same zip. Next level. Side note, my best friend played high school basketball, and in a game, a guy named Vince Carter dunked on him so badly he wanted to quit. My best friend was also the most athletic guy I have ever known and was no slouch.